So we're going to begin video 7 of chapter 8, forecasting, right? So in the last video, I asked you guys to try to complete this table with error, mean square error, mean absolute error, and mean absolute percentage error, right? So to calculate error here, you have the formula on top. Try to do again by yourselves first, and then watch this video later. So demand minus forecast will be 85 minus 94, which is minus 9. And we need to do the same thing for all of them, right? So 100 minus 93 is going to be equal 7, and so forth, so on. So we can kind of complete all the errors. Not a problem to have negative values here, okay? Then we need to do the squared error. So that will be basically minus 9 times minus 9, which will be equals to 81. So that's a mean square error. That's the square error. 49 for 7 times 7, 49, 25, 0, 81, 49, and 36, right? So just taking here the error and multiplying by itself. So for the mean square absolute error, we're going to take the error here and just do the absolute value of that, right? So we can just take the error there. It's going to be the 9, 7, 7, 5, 0, 9, 7, and 6, right? Same thing that you have here, but absolute value. For the mean absolute percentage error, we need to take the absolute error, so the 9 that we have here, which is 85 minus 94. And then we take this and divide it by the demand, which is 85. And the number that we're going to have here as a result is a percentage. Okay? So the upper part is the error, lower part is the demand, and we have the percentage. Same thing here. We can do 7 because we already calculated the absolute error here, divided by the demand is going to give me the 7%. And then I can just fill out for the other ones. So for the mean square error, mean absolute error, and mean absolute percentage error, I just take the mean of this, right? So the mean is going to be 46.25, and just sum all those numbers and divide by 8. Sum all those numbers, divide by 8. 8 is n because that's the number of months that I have. So n is going to be the number of observations. If you go back to the formula here, it's an average, right? So we're just taking that error that we calculated and divided by n. Okay. So it's 6.25, and the mean absolute percentage is going to be 7%. Okay. So now we have the answer for all those. You guys know how to calculate error. So I open Google Maps here, and it has selected Starbucks location, and you go down here and you can see the demand occurring. So now if you want to know about the forecasting, right, the repeatability of that, you can see that, Thursdays and Fridays, how different it is, right? So you can see Wednesdays the demand, on a Tuesday the demand, on a Monday. So we can see that's repeatable. There are some patterns that are repeating on the daily basis. So on Mondays and every day of the week is similar, but there are also things that are a little bit different from one day to another. It seems that some days here for like a Thursday, the demand in the morning is higher, and maybe in a Sunday we prefer not to wake up so early, so the demand is not that spiky on the morning here. So you have some differences that occur from day of the week to another day of the week, but you have similarities that occur from day to day, right? And you can do the same thing with Publix to see what is the demand going on. Now is not too busy. You guys can go there. There's not many people there, but Sundays no one wants to do grocery store on a Sunday morning. It goes up, and then other days can have kind of different patterns where it's a weekday. It increase near noon time, and then increase when people get out of work as well, uh, closer to dinner time, right? So